So thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for joining me here to tell me a little bit about the Gap Year program that you're going to do. I think this could be super helpful for a lot of our next gen kids, for people in general to know about, to know that it's a possibility. Tell me how you got interested in this or how you found out about it.
But I guess the main reason how I found out about it is honestly just on the IMB website. If you go there and click on like the 3 lines and then you press go, they have so many trips, so many things that are open for everyone. And they have, if you have any questions, you could just email this person the email. And I did that because I was interested. I was like, hey, I'm interested in going on a trip. What do you recommend? Like, I'm out of high school. And they hooked me up with a lady. And then we actually got a call one time, which is very, very helpful. They were very kind and always just was like, I'll answer all your questions. And she sent me a couple trips. She was like, this is a year-long one, or she said this one is just a semester. And there's so many. They have so many options for anyone in a bunch of places. So I told her, I was like, okay, thank you. So I prayed about it. And I was like, well, there's nowhere specifically God has called me, like anywhere specifically in the world, but I know I want to go somewhere. And I applied, and then I got accepted, and now I'm going. Here I am. But they make it really easy if you just go to the IMB website. Again, there's like so many different trips and things that they have to offer, and you could just ask any questions if you have.
That's cool. So you were connected with a liaison who basically helped you walk through
Yes.
what the options are, what would be a good fit for you, all of that. That's cool.
It was very helpful.
So where are you going? What are you doing, if you can say?
So I'm going to the Asia Pacific Rim, which is the islands, like over there by like India. So the first 3 months we'll be going to the Philippines for a training. And then after that, we'll be visiting 2 other different countries for 2 months. And then the spring semester, we'll be at a residency for 6 months. So right now, I only know for sure we'll be going to the Philippines for the first 3 months specifically for training. And then after that, we'll see where else they'll lead us.
So you said you got connected with a job, you got accepted.
Mm-hmm.
How long did the application process take? Like, what was that like for you?
So it didn't take too long, actually. It maybe like about a week and a half. It was very quick, and they answered back quickly as well. So I just applied. You go on the website, you could press apply to any trip, and it was just a bunch of questions, like spiritually or just, where I grew up, my testimony, and I filled those out, so that took me about, just working through it for a week. So I did that. They asked for 3 references. So like a church member, a church pastor, or just a friend. So I sent those, and then I just had to wait for them to fill that out. And after that, I remember my last reference sent his thing, and then that same day I got accepted. I got the email saying, "Oh, you got accepted." And it was super cool. I was very happy and just thankful that, God sent me through that. But the questions, they were not like hard or anything, and it was easy to fill out. So you just have to be honest. And
yeah, the IMB tends to be pretty thorough with their questions.
Yes.
I mean, it's good. It's what you want on the front end. What about funding? How is this funded?
So for this trip, we do have to fundraise on our own. So I will have to fundraise $12,500 for this trip. And they sent you like a little link, and you could see what your process is. So right now, I think I'm 35% funded. And
Okay.
yeah, so it's really cool. They gave me ideas of like how to help fundraise. They were like, you could do this or do this. And they also said, we recommend writing letters to people or like your friends. So that's what I've done. Me personally, I bake a lot. So that's how I fundraise. And then also, yeah, just like telling your friends like, hey, I'm going on this trip. I really appreciate your prayers. And I really believe God will provide fully so much. And I've seen it, and I pray that, he'll provide for others too.
It's always a scary thing to try and fundraise, but also it's amazing how the Lord just brings things in from everywhere.
Yes, it really
As
is.
just praying through it and asking people to pray for you and see how they can support your work. I love how excited you are. Like, I just love seeing you talking about this and just seeing how excited you are. What are you most excited about?
I think I'm most excited about my team I'm going with, because like right
Okay.
now I have no idea who I'm going with. We will have like, I think we will like, meet on Zoom before we, go. But I'm just excited to see like the people I'm gonna meet, in different countries, like the culture, everything I'm gonna learn. I'm just really thankful for this opportunity too. Just
Mhm.
all the people and everything I'm gonna learn. I'm very excited for that. Relationships I'm gonna build.
What is the program called and how long is it?
The
The
program
one.
is called Nehemiah Team, so NT 365 Gap Year Program. And then this one is Asia Pacific Rim Residency. So this is from August 18th, 2025 through August 2026. So it's a whole year long.
What are some ways that we can pray for you?
If y'all could pray for me, for God continue to prepare my heart. That's just the big thing. I mean, I've never done anything like this, just go away from home for a whole year. So for God to continue to prepare my heart, but also my team's heart, the people I'm going to be with, and just that we have good relationships and prepare the field as well. Everyone we're going to come across and encounter with the gospel. We would really appreciate that.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I had some other questions that I was going to ask off the cuff.
Mhm.
I think you answered all of them.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was good. Again, we don't know like too much what we're doing yet because we
Yeah,
haven't met with like our team or anything, but it's pretty much what I know.
yeah. Well, and with my experience in the mission field, like even when you get there, most of the time you don't really know what you're doing. You have you have a rough idea of what you're doing, but a lot of it is like pray and see how the Lord opens a
Mm-hmm.
door.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you were planning to go in this direction. We're studying through Acts right now, and the number of times that Paul's like, well, we were trying to do this and like that didn't really work out, but like look what happened over here.
Yeah. Yeah,
I feel
that's
like that's very true today in
mm-hmm.
mission.
You
Yeah.
just gotta trust.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something else about this trip, so I don't know if I mentioned, but it is specifically for like people out of high school, college age. So the age is 18 to 23-year-olds. And it's really cool because they said like this helps you find like your purpose. Like, do you want to continue doing missions after this 1 year, or maybe like not? So it's really cool seeing like, this is for younger age and see what we want to do after.
Yeah. Well, and there's such an advantage of taking a gap year, especially because a lot of people will go into college just sort of like, guess
Mm-hmm.
I'm here, but I feel like the experience of being in the world, like just being out of your house and having to somewhat fend for yourself as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
um, it kind of prepares you if you do want to go to college, or whatever's next. You just are so much more prepared for that. And then how much more so
Yes.
having cross-cultural skills, having,
Yeah.
just being in mission life. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm obviously biased, but I think mission skills can serve you in 1,000 different
Mm-hmm.
ways. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Well, I am going to stop recording, I think, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
pray for you if that's
Okay.
okay.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.